Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Object 268. It's a Soviet Tier 10 tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Kharkov, or Kharkov I should say, and it's under the command of Fluffylilkitten. Okay, game started. Well, the gun on this monster is 152 millimeters. It really is a monster. It is absolutely incredible. It will do 750 alpha with one shot, and you can see it penetrates 303 millimeters of armor with standard ammo. Now, I'm not talking about Soviet bias here or anything, but oh my god, that is huge. And with the heat ammo, it can penetrate up to 395 millimeters of armor. Oh, this is a real beast. And he's taking it up to this bush next to this house. Oh, and decided he's not going to shoot from here because he can't see the target well enough, and he's going to move instead to this bush. Okay, well, the enemy can't see him yet, but they will see him very shortly. Or rather, they will feel him as those shells impact their tanks and carve a new posterior for them. He's knocked the tree down just to give him a bit of extra cover. Now, normally I'd say don't knock down trees because it invites trouble, but in this instance I think that's the least of his worries. The enemy team does have two Artys, a GWE100 and a Batchat 155-55. But Fluffy has decided to abandon this position. Why is that? Well, there's been some enemy tanks sighted along this road, and I think he was interested in getting a shot on them. But he's returning to the same spot again. Creature of habit. Okay, and there's the target, a T10. Look at that. First shot, high roll, 795. He pulls back so he can't be hit in return. And it's funny that he hit a T10 because this tank destroyer was based on the T10 hull, and it's got the same lines along the front as the T10 does. T10's very reluctant to come out again and get hit once more. And if you can see, just down in front of us is an Object 704, the Tier 9 Soviet tank destroyer. He probably doesn't want to get hit by him either. But some enemy are coming down the road that he looked at only a short while ago, and in fact there's an M48 pattern just further up in between two blocks at the moment, and I think there's a T54 headed this way, a T54 lightweight. Here he is. Oh, he takes a round, but it was a low roll. He was lucky for that. Only 724 hit points lost. And he's only using standard ammo at the moment. I don't think he needs to break into his premium. Going for that T10, who takes another high roll for 773 this time. He must be getting mightily sick by getting hit like that. In fact, actually, he's so low on hit points you'd wonder if he'd retreat. And there's a Jagdtiger, and that's the Tier 9 version with the 128mm gun. He can do a lot of damage to us, and he fires one at us and does 560 hit points of damage. Well, I think that indicates to me that he does have the 128mm gun, and we fire one back. He was probably firing HE. In fact, actually, I'm wondering about that. 560, it sounds like the damage roll of a 128. Took a round there from a Type 5 Heavy. No, I think, again, that was an AP round. He's reloading at the moment, but I think Fluffy now has to focus. Oh, there's a target. He can hit that Skoda, and he does, but it's a low roll, 649. The pattern popped out for a quick look. His team are down by 7 tanks at the moment, and he's the sole tank holding back the enemy from this corner. Of course, they don't want to go out in front of his gun because they know that he'll do a lot of damage to them if they do. And the Type 5's come out now. He's trying to pick the right spot. Oh, took a round from Arty. Fires one in. 718. but he takes 2 hits, and the Type 5 fired an HE round at him, and the Jagdtiger, well, he fired a AP round, and I think it was the 128mm. If it had been the anything more, he would have known it. And the T-54 is now looking to try and get some damage on him. I think he's going to go after... Oh, no, he is. He's going after the STB, not coming near Fluffy, because he doesn't want to get hit again. If he does get hit by one of these shells again, he's probably out the game. Type 5's coming this way. He's a one-shot if Fluffy can get a high roll. And he's just fired, so he now is actually vulnerable. The T-54's decided he's going to fire a few rounds, and the Skoda T-50 goes up. T-54 fires again. He's just taking sniping modes at the sniping shots, but he knows that Fluffy is looking at him, so he doesn't want to expose himself. And took a round there through the tracks, goes for the Type 5, and he's out the game. So that's the first kill, but he did take 2 rounds, one from the Patton, and the other one came from the GWE100, who fired an HE round at him, got 259. And that T-54 is still trying, still having a go. Keeps firing his 100mm gun, and he's knocking trees down. And here comes the T-10. Now, he's not a one-shot, he's actually a 2-shot. But we could do severe damage to him. There's the T-54 and he's gone. Made the mistake of getting too close. And here comes the T-10. He is a one-shot and the other T-10 is not. And got mobbed by the enemy. And that's unfortunate there. Didn't get any support from his teammates, but he did do a lot of damage to the enemy. 5.3k before he was wiped out. Well, we switched to Zoe. And Zoe's in this game in the Conqueror gun carriage. So we're going to watch Zoe from now on and see how she gets on. Oh, Zoe's relocating as far west as she can. She's got some backup in terms of there are still 4 teammates with her. So they can spot for her. And one of them, the Leopard prototypes, actually moved quite a long way north. Well, it's not the Leopard prototype, sorry, that's the enemy tank. The Object 140's moved north. I beg your pardon. Well, they're down to just 3 now. Zoe, the Striv, and the Object 140. And the Striv's pulling back because he was receiving numerous shells. He needs to pick a ridgeline. Oh, he's taken a round through his gun. You see that red spot on the gun? He's obviously fixed that problem, but the 140 is being overwhelmed. He's being attacked. The enemy's capping, and now Zoe is basically in the firing line. And the 140's down. An enemy Object 268 took part in the kill on the Object 140. So the Leopard prototype took the kill though. And that was an enemy Arty round. So Striv will probably get one more shot on the 268 if he's lucky. He does, but this is about to be the end of his game. Yep. And now it's just Zoe, last one alive, but not for long. She's doing her best. And that was the inevitable result. So unfortunately it is a loss, but it was a good try, and you could say that Fluffy did hold his quarter for a while and did a lot of damage. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's the 3rd class tanker for Fluffylilkitten in the Object 268. He managed to get out of the minor medals, a duelist, a fire for effect, and a bruiser. Out of the epic medals, he picked up a high caliber and a tank sniper because he did the most damage at long range. And his win rate for that game was 5,013, which is not bad. It's for the CPU income standard. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, there you go. He did get the highest damage by some margin. 6,170 hit points of damage, actually. The next highest scorer was the T10 on the enemy team with 3,112. And after that, it was the M48 Patton with 2,909. Zoe actually managed to get 1,038 hit points of damage. and 218 on the XP. And Marybanks, well, unfortunately Marybanks didn't get a chance. She was taken out when she had 0 damage on the enemy, 0 kills, and only 199 base experience points, unfortunately. But it was a good try anyway. Let's have a look at team score. Let's have a look at the number of kills, sorry. And you can see that the highest score on kills was the T62A, got 3 kills. Fluffy only managed to get 2. But when it came to base XP, it was the T54 Lightweight, got 939. He was doing a lot of spotting, I think, in that one. Yes, 2,536 hit points of spotting. And then the T10 managed to get 895, and the Leopard Prototype 895 as well. And unfortunately, Fluffy only managed to get 445, and Zoe managed 218, as we said, and Marybanks 199. Fluffy fired 9 rounds, and every round hit the target and every round penetrated. Just shows the power of that 152mm gun. It really is quite a monster in terms of what it does to the enemy tanks. It literally just carves its way through them. Damage of 6,170 hit points, of which 2,292 were at more than 300 meters. That's why he picked up that tank sniper medal. And he received 13 hits from the enemy. Only 5 were penetrations, 7 non-penetrations, and 3 hits as a result of splash damage. He blocked damage of 2,140 hit points, but unfortunately in the end he was ganged up on by the enemy, and there was just no way he could fend off so many enemy at the same time. 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 1,426 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 61,116 credits, got 5,445 courageous resistance. That's for getting an epic medal in a losing or drawn game. So his total came to 66,561. And remember, he used standard ammo throughout. He didn't even bother to use the heat ammo. He had it available, just didn't touch it. But he still did a huge amount of damage with that standard ammo. But he did use consumables, premium consumables, and as a result of that, he actually ended up with a loss of 26,864 credits. Yes, I know it's rather a large amount, but then, you know, if you do use premium consumables, you can expect to have to spend quite a lot on them, but they are worth it. They really are worth it. He received 5 bonds for getting the awards, because this was a tier 10 battle. And he also picked up 667 XP plus 400 for courageous resistance, and took away 1,068 altogether. So 0 gold use. I thoroughly applaud his action. In fact, there's many times when I'm fighting tank battles, I just don't bother to touch the 2 key at all. I know Klaus says, yes, you press the 2 key to increase your skill. And I know we watch the Super Unicums use it all the time, but you see, they are superb competitors. They are using the ammo to gain a quick victory and do it effectively, whereas I would rather actually see if I can actually improve my skill. I'm nowhere as good as them, and although I could press the 2 key, I want to earn the credits, so that's why I don't tend to use it. And congratulations to Fluffy for not hitting that button, but he certainly did get the results. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, and please hit that notification button so you get alerted when we send a new video out. We are on Twitter as well, and of course, What Arty Noobs was founded on Facebook. So if you are interested in Arty, do come to our Facebook page, and if you play Arty, then we will be able to admit you. We do have some really fantastic Arty players, and they'd be happy to part with any information or knowledge about the game which would improve your game. Thanks for watching.